Hi guys, welcome to the Buy Hold Long YouTube channel. My name is Caleb and today I want to talk to you about the second part of the passive income through Etsy, and that is how to create the item for sale and how to list it on Etsy so you'll get views, traffic, and you'll get people to buy it hopefully. So what we're going to be looking at is, in this part here, I'm going to be looking at how to frame the picture. Now I don't specifically mean a frame like this, but what I mean is how are you going to have your listing on Etsy and have that populated with information and pictures that people are going to click on, that are engaging and will hopefully buy your product. So the framing is very important. It's the part on Etsy that's the front image of what you're going to sell. So when, for example, what we're going to do is I'm going to use an example of the Bible verse like we saw in part 1. So what I'm going to do is take a photo of this frame. What I like to do is you can take pictures yourself, like I'm going to here, and I'll share that so you can Photoshop your image right here. And you can also get free ones online that you can Photoshop your image in. What's really important is that you get people to picture in here, picture what it's going to look like. So it needs to be important that people see what it's going to look like in their house. So I'll have a few examples of that. And because once you get people to picture what it looks like in their house, they're more likely to buy it. It's just a little bit of marketing psychology, I guess. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that back on top of the post there. I'm going to take a photo and a few others, and we'll get into the photoshopping of the actual image of the item, and then we'll also Photoshop that onto the frame so we can see how that looks and get onto the Etsy selling. So here's the second part that I wanted to talk about, and this is the framing section that I was talking about. It's basically getting a picture. So this is the picture of my parents' living room, actually. So all I'm going to do is there's two big pictures or paintings of flowers. I'm going to cut out what's inside of it and make that blank and then save that. The reason I'm doing that is I want to put my artwork in there, so it looks like that's at someone's house, like what I was talking about before. If someone can visualize what it's going to look like on their wall, they may be more likely to buy it, but that's just my theory anyway. So basically in Photoshop, all I do is I select the polygon lasso tool, and I'll just create a fairly rough, it doesn't have to be too accurate. I could zoom in to get it a lot more accurate, but I don't feel like it needs to be. So I'll just select that and then delete it, and then same with the other side. So I've got a few different examples that I'm going to show you as well, just ones that you'll be able to download as well, and it's just sort of just to give you an idea of what I sort of do. So as you can see, that it's two blank frames there, and what we'll do after we create the downloadable file is we'll put them on the wall and edit them slightly to make them look like they've been printed and then put on a wall. So the next one, this is out in the farm where I did the first part of the video. As you can see here, I'm doing a nice little photo squat there. So same thing, we'll just go on the inside of the photo frame and select that, delete. We have to unlock it, then we can delete it. But one quick thing, we don't want that in there, so all I'll do is I'll select something like this, just fairly rough, and we'll crop that. So we go, how do we do that? That's image crop. So that's the second one that we can use. And now the third one, I actually really like this. This was on the old pigsty shed. So we actually used to run some pigs way back when. And that was my phone, don't worry about that. So all we do is same thing, we do that, untick the box, and delete that. So we'll now also, because this will be too wide for where Etsy's going to, the image, the thumbnail sort of thing, is a bit too wide. So I would like to get some of that rust in there. I think that looks pretty cool, pretty rustic, pardon the pun. So we'll do the same thing, we'll image and we'll crop that. And so now we can put our image in there to give people an idea of what the product's going to look like. So the next part, what we want to do is, there's multiple websites that you can go on that you can download free PNGs with transparent backgrounds. But one that I do like to use is PNG Tree. It is free, you do have to sign up, but you get 2 free downloads per day. I think that's fairly reasonable. You can pay more and you can download for, you can download unlimited, but that does cost. I feel like 2 per day is pretty good, and it's all free for commercial use. So what we're going to look at is we're going to create a Bible verse inside of a floral wreath. So we'll just type in floral wreath, and we'll take a quick look here at what ones we want to use. So I feel like we'll just do it quickly. We'll get that one, and what's another one that people might like? So we've got like a square one, but we'll use a round one. We'll just go with the vintage one. So as you can see, it's got a watermark on it, but once you download it, it doesn't have that. So we'll just download this one. We've got that there. It'll start to download. We'll save it. I don't know why it's doing that. And then same with this one, we'll download that as a PNG. And then we'll get on to the next section. So I've got the 2 wreaths opened up in Photoshop, and now what I'm going to do is enter in the information and put them in our photo framing, and then we'll get on to the next section. So now the final part, what we want to do is you go to Etsy.com, log into your account, and what we're going to do is go to Shop Manager, and that'll take us to our dashboard. Wait for that to load. And so this is sort of my last 7 days. You can see sort of what we've been doing over the last 6 days. So we've made pretty much 2 sales in the last week. It's not massive money. We've made about $10. But that's all passive income. That's stuff that I've created and then uploaded and people have bought. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to listings. So this is to create a new listing. And then up the top right, we'll go to add listing. So here we add photos. So what we'll do is we've got our photos in this here. So we'll just copy that. We will add, I liked that one. We'll go first, then that one, then that one. That sort of just gives people an idea of what the products are going to look like. So while that's uploading, we'll go to title. We'll write 2 times Bible verse printable, something like that. I'll add on some extra information on the end. Doesn't have to be much. Who made it? I did. What is it? Finished product. When did you make it? And recently. So here the category, so this is what it's going to be in. So we're going to put it as digital prints. If you can't find that, you can actually type in digital prints and it'll be there. Primary color, it's optional, so you just leave them. Orientation, well, they're kind of both, so I would leave them, it's unframed. But what we'll do first, before we select any of this information, we'll come to the type. So, well, renewal, we'll leave it as automatic. So basically every time someone purchases the item, it'll automatically relist it. It costs you 20 US cents. So I just leave it as automatic. The type is digital, so that will take away a few options. And here we will add a description. So what we'll say is 2 times Bible verses, comes in PNG and JPG format for you to print, and we'll just say for you to purchase, purchase, download and print. Oops, be good if I could spell. I'll just write, please note there are no physical items. This is a digital item. Please feel free to contact me for further information. And then we've got a printables file section, and then the tags, you can add tags, materials, the quantity will make 999 because it's just digital item. We can make it any cost we want. Price must be between 30 cents and $74,000. I don't think it's going to be that much. Let's set it at $2.99 Australian dollars for the 2 items, and then we're going to upload the file. So Etsy only allows you to upload 5 files, and as you can see, well, here these are just the images, but we've got the final one is that one and that one. So what we'll do is we will upload them, which is image 1, image 2, upload. So they're the PNGs. I'll attach the JPGs as well. And then basically there's a few little tags. I'll just write in Bible verse quotes, framed Bible verse, things like that. There are limits to how long the tag can be. Materials, we'll just write PNG. And then all we'll do is we go publish, and it'll say by publishing you acknowledge that you have to pay 20 cents. Basically that's what it is. Auto renew after, I think it's listed for 3 months, and if it doesn't sell within 3 months it'll renew and it'll cost you another 20 cents. That's all US, but as soon as you sell one it'll cost you 20 cents to relist that item. That's how Etsy make their money. Basically you just will click on publish. I'll add a bit more information later. And then here, so this has come up with that picture that I haven't actually wanted. So what we'll do is we'll go here, we'll go edit, and basically you just drag and drop. I want that one there because I think that's a bit easier for people to see. The adjust thumbnail. Finally loaded. What we want to do is bring that there, make it a little bit bigger so people can see.
something like that. So this will be the thumbnail that they'll see when they search for Bible verse printable. This will be the thumbnail that they'll see, and then they'll see the price. So we'll just say that you can add a lot more information to it. I'm just going to leave it super basic for the purpose of this video. So the thumbnail has been changed to that. The second one they'll view is that, and the third one is that. So once you've changed it like that, what we'll do is we'll publish. Wait for that to publish, and then we can go to view on Etsy. And then so this is what our product looks like. So we've got the photo frame there, second photo frame, third photo frame. So it does include tax, so $3.29, because we've got a 10% tax rate here in Australia. And then we've got all your reviews on there on the side, and then you've got your overview. I haven't added any further information, which I'll do after this video. And then basically all you do is you sit and wait, and hopefully people purchase it. So what we're going to look at next is how to promote the items to get more views, and then hopefully get more people to buy it. So thanks for watching, and if you've liked this, then be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and then I'll see you in the next Etsy video.